Hi there, I'm Bobby Gray, founder and fearless leader of TEXITcoin. I appreciate your time and thanks for sharing it with me today. Before we begin, let's talk about the fine print. First of all, nothing we talk about here today is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, I have no degrees, and I hold no certifications. I'm just a man with a vision that's on a mission to save the world. It's a lofty goal. Second, crypto is not an investment. It's very risky. If you've watched Bitcoin over the years, you'd know that it could just as quickly double or drop in half, maybe on the same day. Crypto is supposed to be a currency used and traded for goods and services. Money is not supposed to be a speculative investment, but like many emerging technologies, it is. I wonder how many people watching this got absolutely filthy, stinking rich off of Bitcoin and crypto. I mean, super rich. Yachts, mansions, supercars, crypto rich. Probably not too many. Why not? I mean, Bitcoin's been around since 2009. Surely you heard about it by 2017. You could have picked up plenty of Bitcoin in 2018 at $3,000 and 20x'd your money. Why didn't you? You had plenty of time to get up to speed. The crypto kids got rich. The Bitcoin bros, the kids that grew up with this stuff, they crushed it. You probably recognize these boys. They won big. This guy bought a Lambo with his crypto winnings. This girl's a billionaire now, thanks to crypto. But you missed it. Well, let's add insult to injury. You didn't just miss Bitcoin. You missed Litecoin. You missed Doge. You missed Ripple, Monero, Ethereum, Cardano, Binance, Shiba, and hundreds of others. Let's imagine for a moment that you put $100 into each of these when they first made it to market. Not on day one, but by the time you would have had a chance to grab some on a crypto exchange. Add them up. If you put $800 in, they're worth about $214,000 today. That's a 214x return on your gamble. To me, it begs the question, which one is next? Well, you missed it. You missed it again and again and again. In fact, there's a list of hundreds of cryptos out there that's worth trillions of dollars. Someone is driving around right now in a Lamborghini because of a cryptocurrency you never even heard about. Well, don't feel too bad because I missed it too. And I really have no excuse. I mean, I made the original Bitcoin coin in 2012 when Bitcoin was around $6. You've seen that coin before. It's surely the most famous coin in the world today. My company, the American Open Currency Standard, started in 2008, and I've made millions of coins for hundreds of causes. My first coin in 2008 was the Lakota Crazy Horse, then Ron Paul coins, more coins for Indian tribes. I minted millions of coins and sold them all over the world. If you're a gold and silver coin buyer, you've probably even seen my stuff for sale at places like Provident Metals, JM Bullion, and APMEX. I mean, heck, I even testified about alternative currencies in US Congress in 2012. I spoke about parallel currencies, the roadmap to monetary freedom, back before most people even heard of Bitcoin. If I had picked up $100 of Bitcoin when I made the original Bitcoin coin, it'd be worth about $1 million today. Too bad for me. Well, let's take a quick detour. What about this strange investment scheme? Know about this guy? Seen him before? Do you know the story about GameStop and Wall Street bets? Did you get in on it? Did you make a fortune? There's a movie about it on Netflix, but the short version is a bunch of people got together online. They call themselves apes and retards. They decided that they were going to squeeze the most heavily shorted stock on the market, GameStop. I mean, this worthless company, a dinosaur trying to sell physical video games in the day of the digital download. Think of GameStop like Blockbuster or West Coast Video. Remember those guys? So these guys figure out that if you drive up the price of this stock, the hedge funds and banks betting against it will have to scramble to cover their positions, further pushing the price of the stock north. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, GameStop stock goes from virtually worthless at about $1 to over $500 a share. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. It's a 500x return. But seriously, how could you have gotten in on that play? I mean, you'd have to be absolutely insane to invest in a worthless company like GameStop. If I asked you to invest right now in Blockbuster Video, you'd never go for it. Any intelligent, rational investor is going to run away from that kind of scheme, and nobody would fault you for turning it down. Well, let's slow down for a moment and take a closer look. There may be a little bit more to both of these schemes than meets the eye. With GameStop, the banks had highly leveraged short positions. And if enough normal, ordinary people bought the stock, the short sellers would be forced to cover. I mean, it's not such a dumb idea after all. And with all these individuals winning, you know who lost? The banks and the hedge funds. Now, doesn't that feel great? But the stories, they're not so different after all, are they? Let's look at crypto. Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer digital money of the internet. There's no bank, there's no central authority, and instead the community uses cryptography and a creation they call the blockchain to keep track of who owes who what. There's a limited supply. It's impossible to hack or counterfeit. Crypto's fast, it's borderless, it's intangible. You can carry any amount in the palm of your hand. You can send it from one side of the world and back in seconds. It sounds crazy, just like the GameStop play. But strangely enough, both of them worked. Well, what's the common denominator between the two? In both examples, they had a plan. You may not understand the plan, but some people did. They got in early and they got rich. The plan may be wild and far-fetched, but a lot of revolutionary ideas usually are. Some people calculated the risk, took a leap of faith, and they got rich. In both examples, GameStop and crypto, the plan just happened to be dumb enough to work. And now, 16 years later, Bitcoin's going strong. Lots of ups and downs, booms and busts, but today it's up at least 66,000%. If there's any one thing that I want to sell you here today, it's the idea that digital currency is the future of money. As sure as I'm here today, I know in my heart of hearts that the future of money is not paper. In fact, if you fell asleep and you woke up in 500 years and tried to explain to a bunch of school children that you used paper money when you were young or gold and silver coins, they'd laugh and laugh and laugh and look at you like you're a dinosaur. But this is not a guess, it's a certainty. Why? Because banks and governments love digital money. The safest money in the world is cold hard cash in the dark back alley. Crypto is the opposite of that. It's as transparent and honest as money gets. That's why banks and governments secretly love it, especially the ones that they can turn off remotely. Ever heard of the CBDC, central bank digital currency, the one that Trump promised to kill? That's the federal future of money, unless we, the people, can stop it. If crypto is the future of money, you can engage it now and make a profit, or get dragged into it later, kicking and screaming. The choice is yours, and here's the best news of all. It's not too late. So what if you miss Bitcoin? So what if you miss the others? The crypto kids that got rich, they got greedy. They handed over control of the blockchain to the banks and the mega corporations. You see, while Bitcoin started out as a decentralized peer-to-peer money system, it's really just become another online gambling tool for the rich. It's no longer peer-to-peer. Most people use an online exchange now like Coinbase to trade. Digital money? Less than 1% of exchanged crypto is actually used to pay for goods and services. And worst of all, a handful of companies now control the entire space. Banks, megacorps, foreign nations. I don't have anything against China. I mean, I lived in Asia for 7 years, but I sure don't want them in control of my money. It's about as centralized as money can get. Set aside the fact that Bitcoin is slow, expensive, and all but impossible to profitably mine. Well, here's some good news. These problems create the perfect opportunity for us right now to do the right thing. TEXITcoin. Here are some quick basics. It's faster than Bitcoin, it's mineable, it'll last for 137 years. There's no pre-mine, which means we didn't make any of it out of thin air. TEXITcoin is a real layer 1 blockchain. It's been a while since the industry has seen something like this. But here's what matters. It's brand new, as ground floor as it gets. TEXITcoin is better tech than Bitcoin. In fact, it's a clone of Litecoin. It's now and forever decentralized, and it's exclusively mined in Texas. And here's what really matters. Today, TEXITcoin is brand new and dirt cheap. In fact, you can get right now 1,000 TEXITcoin for about $100. Now pay attention, here's the fun part. If TEXITcoin achieves our first goal and reaches the CoinMarketCap top 100, that $100 of TEXITcoin is worth $16,000. If TEXITcoin is taken seriously, hits our next goal and reaches the top 20, that $100 is now worth $80,000. Top 10, it's worth about 240,000. Top 5, your 1,000 TEXITcoin are worth a cool $1 million. Even when we reach number 5, Bitcoin is still 20 times bigger than we are, with more than $1 trillion of value. But suppose we take the top spot. You turn that $100 today into more than 20 million bucks. Crypto rich. Can I guarantee it? No. Guarantee is a word that amateurs use, but I can tell you this. If we are successful in building our 100 million mega hash mine, then I'm extremely confident we'll reach our goal of top 100 crypto, and those TEXITcoin you grabbed today are worth 16 grand. That's 160x. Why am I so sure we'll succeed? Why did I literally bet the farm on it? Because we have a plan. Number 1, we mine here in Texas. When we build the world's largest decentralized mine, we'll reach the top 100. We want 1 million members to join us and crowdfund the mine. 35 sites, 35 megawatts of power. The world will have no choice but to pay attention to what we're doing. There's no doubt in my mind that we'll find the 1 million people to join us. Number 2, we'll barter with merchants and businesses. Just like we did before, back in the early days on the gold and silver horse and buggy, we'll go door to door if we have to. We'll invite business owners to trade goods and services for TEXITcoin. The reason I was so successful with the open currency standard was because I never asked a business owner to accept currency until I knew exactly where they would go to spend it. I did it before with gold and silver, and now I'll do it 1,000 times faster on the crypto rocket ship. Number 3, export and speculate. We manufacture TEXITcoin here in Texas, but we'll sell it all over the world. In fact, 60% of all crypto trading is in Japan, Korea, and China. We'll make TEXITcoin here, we'll control it here, and we'll export it all around the world and bring our wealth back home to you. And that's the plan. And it all begins today, right here and right now, with you. If you take me seriously, and if you too believe that digital currency might just be the future of money, if you believe that we've got a worthwhile, realistic vision, mission, and strategy, and if you think I'm going to work my butt off for us, night and day, if you want to win, you, me, us together, pick up a handful of TEXITcoin. You'll be glad that you did. And if you really want to help, you can join our mining pool. It's $1,000. It pays out TEXITcoin every day. How much? Well, today about 100 TEXITcoin per day, and that number gets smaller as more members join the pool. But it's the part of our plan that's most likely to put us in the top 100 and most likely to happen quickly. Why? Because of our rewards program. We want this thing to spread like wildfire. 1, 2 free. Refer 3 friends and we'll add another mining share just for you. Or if you want to build a side hustle or a little business around mining TEXITcoin, we'll pay you $1,000 cash for every 3 points you get on your left and 3 points on your right, up to $3,000 per week. Why is this so important? Because we absolutely need the mine to grow. We'd rather crowdsource the money to build it and pay affiliate commissions instead of having a bank or megacorp finance it and owning it themselves. Let's take a quick look at the mining club numbers. A miner in our network, if you start today, will stockpile about 9,000 TEXITcoin over the next 18 months. Our 18-month price target is TEXITcoin at $16. Stack your TEXITcoin from the mine, and your coin could be worth $144,000 in about a year and a half. We have the technology, we have the playbook, we have the leadership and experience required to get the job done. But best of all, we have an incredibly important mission. Our mission is Texit, the immediate secession of Texas from the United States. Or, more simply stated, saving what remains of freedom, liberty, and Americanism by exiting the corrupt and crumbling U.S. empire, creating our own sovereign nation, and fixing the money supply. Imagine a real mind, a real team, a real mission, Texit, and you tell me why we can't reach number 1. I don't know if you know it or believe it yet, but the world is in flux. Change is scary, and change can sometimes be very painful, but change is inevitable. You can bury your head in the sand and pretend like the coming storm isn't real or isn't going to affect you. Or you can prepare now and maybe even come out way ahead with TEXITcoin. TEXITcoin exists for 3 reasons: community, fun, and profit. If we can't have fun and make money while we're fighting for freedom, then we're doing it all wrong. It may sound a little crazy, but I want you to believe that money is the root of all good. Why? Because when you earn money, when you work for it, you tend to value it. How can something you work for and value be evil? I want you to be rich and enjoy life as much as I do. Today, right now, don't wait. The more you have, the better you can take care of yourself, your family, and your community. Get rich with me. Save Americanism with honest money. Join TEXITcoin today. Okay, grab your phone. There are 3 QR codes on the screen. The one on the left is angry. Scan this if you cannot believe that you were dragged into this. You'd love to give me a piece of your mind and tell me all the things wrong with my presentation and why you're in no way whatsoever convinced that TEXITcoin has a shot at the top place in crypto. I want to hear it. Keep it clean and constructive, but let me know how I can do better next time. One is happy. You enjoyed our time together. You're ready to take a bite of the digital future and pick up some TEXITcoin. This QR code will take you to a checkout page to grab TEXITcoin and bet it on a wallet. Lock it in the safe, hide it under the mattress, put it in a sock drawer, and forget about it. Wish us the best of luck and check back in a few months to see how we're doing. One is really happy. You loved our time today. You completely agree that crypto is the future of money, and you want to help crowdsource our Texit mine and earn TEXITcoin, and maybe even some cash bonuses by sharing our project with friends and family. Thanks for sharing your time with me here today. I'm Bobby Gray, founder and fearless leader of TEXITcoin.